Good morning. I'm Kathy Juliffs, President and Managing Director of AIS Planning in St. Cloud. AIS Planning works with organizations like Catholic Charities, and we're again pleased to sponsor this year's annual benefit breakfast. Thank you for joining us today to learn more about how Catholic Charities makes a different tomorrow for children, adults, individuals, and families here in our central Minnesota community. This morning, you'll hear from Steve Pareja, Executive Director of Catholic Charities of the Diocese of St. Cloud. You'll meet Art Gracek, a retired professor from St. Cloud State University, who for years has been a member of Catholic Charities Circle of Hope and Evergreen Society as a leader in giving. You'll also learn about Jean, a client of Catholic Charities Emergency Services, who receives healthy and nutritious monthly grocery deliveries from Catholic Charities' Hunger Doesn't Wait food delivery program. And you'll learn about Dave, a former client of Catholic Charities Behavioral Health Services. AIS Planning cares for our community, as does Catholic Charities, and we are committed to investing our time in many different organizations and other nonprofits that we financially support, including Catholic Charities. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, and welcome to Catholic Charities' annual benefit breakfast. I'm Steve Pareja, Executive Director of Catholic Charities of the Diocese of St. Cloud. It'd be wonderful if we could meet together in person this morning, but that's just not possible right now. But we're very excited to have you here with us virtually to learn more about how Catholic Charities serves and enhances human dignity for people of all faiths and beliefs, here in St. Cloud and across the 16 counties of central Minnesota. Last year, Catholic Charities provided services to 53,493 individuals. And today, as we navigate the current pandemic, your support of Catholic Charities is needed more than ever. It goes without saying that these are extraordinary times. Just as our hearts go out to everyone affected by COVID-19, we are enormously grateful to our staff and volunteers who've continued their work on the front lines, maintaining their personal health and safety while keeping our clients healthy and safe. From staff supporting our residents in various residential settings, to food shelf workers, to home-delivered meal drivers, and to so many more, Catholic Charities has continued providing these critical services to our community. I cannot express enough my deep appreciation and heartfelt thanks for their continued service and their work. Thank you. As we gather together this morning, let's pause a moment for prayer and let us pray. Gracious God, though we do not know what the coming days, weeks, and months may hold, we do know that our supportive community powers what we do and has kept us going through these challenging times. And with this community at our side, we're able to feed more, empower more, and do more for our community. And together, we can make a different tomorrow. Amen.
I recently learned that the Minnesota Department of Human Services has recognized Catholic Charities, specifically its senior dining program, as one of the 6 organizations to receive the Circle of Excellence Award. This award recognizes organizations that have partnered with DHS and done an exemplary job of providing food, shelter, and other assistance to Minnesotans in need, and that amazes me. Catholic Charities' senior dining program has had to change its model for providing low-cost, nutritious meal options for older adults in central Minnesota during the pandemic. By incorporating frozen foods, developing pop-up sites, and partnering with food shelves, including Catholic Charities Emergency Services Food Shelf, this senior dining program more than tripled its capacity and has been able to prepare and deliver about 91,000 meals per month, up from 26,000 meals a month in 2019. This year, Catholic Charities Emergency Services has also created the Hunger Doesn't Wait food delivery program. Over the next few minutes, you're going to learn about Jean, a client who receives healthy and nutritious groceries from the Hunger Doesn't Wait food delivery program.
Our mission statement for Hunger Doesn't Wait is to provide food to clients with limited access to other food support to help combat hunger in our community. The Hunger Doesn't Wait program does try to provide about a 5 to 7 day supply of food, and trying to figure out how we were going to help people who were not able to make it into the food shelf due to multiple circumstances. Some of the circumstances would be things like not having transportation available, not having someone, a friend, a relative, a neighbor, to come to the food shelf for them.
I used to come to the food shelf, which was nice because you get to pick out what you wanted to eat and stuff. But then my health went downhill, and I'm basically homebound now. My health issues are emphysema, fibromyalgia, diabetes, and arthritis. Being able to have the food delivered has been a real blessing.
I deliver once a week, and it's a short time commitment. It's never more than 45 minutes, maybe an hour. It's all very local, and it's great. I show up at the door, I ring the bell, they give me slips of paper, load the car up, and off I go with my little phone GPS to find places in the community and deliver the food.
I think that what we're seeing is we're seeing a lot of different individuals that have never used our food shelf before. I think we're seeing a lot of new clients coming in, and I'm sure that as this pandemic continues, as predicted, that they're going to continue to grow.
Well, for me, this program goes beyond the COVID because, yeah, the COVID keeps me part of the reason why I'm stuck in my house. But even without COVID, I'm homebound, and I'm positive I'm not the only one.
Hunger Doesn't Wait helps the community reach a segment of people that are silent. One of the things that I've noticed with some of the clients is, I'm not sure these are people that would be out waving a flag that they needed help, but somehow they find their way. And if they don't have the transportation or they can't make it in, that we can connect with them. And it really kind of made me want to make sure that people who were maybe not socially connected had something. And to, see just the sheer relief or delight, gratitude comes up constantly, this gratitude that they've gotten food delivered to them and they're going to eat.
Because I'm very grateful for the help that I've gotten from Catholic Charities. Things can be really tough. Yeah, there's just no way could I financially get through that I wouldn't be able to have well-balanced meals at all. I feel like Catholic Charities has treated me with dignity. I worried of having to go for help. I worried that I would be stripped of my pride. It's been the opposite. They have treated me with respect and made me feel okay about having to ask.
To make a donation to support this type of program, if you physically can't come out and help, the money is a means to an end. And if we are fortunate enough to have a small amount of money that can put food on the table for someone else, this would be the program to support, especially when this food is going to a variety of people. I was very surprised. I wasn't quite sure what the dynamic would be or the demographic. There are elderly people. There are young mothers. There are families. It it just isn't like one little stereotype.
Giving money and food and everything else that's needed to keep this program running is extremely important. We need people with generous hearts that are going to help out, that are going to keep this place stocked with the things that are needed.
I have been here for over 20 years, and I don't think there's ever been a day that I've come in here that I didn't feel good about being here. Because I think that we are so blessed to be here and so blessed to do what we do. You walk out of the building every day and say, I done good.
I guess I would just like to emphasize how grateful I am to Catholic Charities for the services they've provided for me. I know there are many people out there that need help in the same way, but don't seem to reach out for it. That I would hope that somehow there's a way provided for that gets a message across to them that it's okay to ask for the help.
Good morning. I'm Art Grachik. I first became a volunteer with Catholic Charities as a young college student, and today my wife Barb and I are members of Catholic Charities Circle of Hope and Evergreen Society as leaders in giving. Today I'm a retired professor from St. Cloud State University and still volunteer with Catholic Charities, most frequently with Catholic Charities Emergency Services Food Shelf, as well as with Catholic Charities holiday programs and development committees, including the Benefit Breakfast Task Force. Barb's and my biggest impact with Catholic Charities is to children with behavioral health issues, including Catholic Charities Day Treatment Program and Young Learners Program. For the next few minutes, we invite you to watch and learn how Catholic Charities Behavioral Health Services helped Dave.
Catholic Charities Behavioral Health Clinic is a Rule 29 mental health clinic here in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I don't understand why mental health isn't more in the spotlight for donors, because everyone knows someone that has a mental health issue, whether it's arisen to the point of a diagnosis or just daily struggles with anxiety or depression or eating disorders. So it's here whether we choose to see it or deny it.
Put succinctly, the goal of the behavioral health clinic is to help people manage their mental health symptoms. That might be short-term, brief therapy. It could be extended. Some people sometimes need individual therapy. We also do psychiatry, parenting capacity assessments, psychological testing, and then we also facilitate the men's domestic abuse groups 3 times a week as well. One of the goals of that we try to help the guys that come in and complete men's group to work on is to really just kind of break that pattern of generational violence and domestic abuse. So a lot of them, regardless of whatever their charges might be, they're referred to the clinic typically through probation. And then through that, they end up coming in and they do orientation for about an hour and a half, and then they start group after that.
Yeah, Stearns County Community Corrections works with Catholic Charities, the Men's Domestic Abuse Program, very closely. It is a program that is 24 weeks long. It's a very long treatment program and really works hard to help clients learn about power and control. As a part of the probation conditions that I was monitoring, Dave had to do some work on himself as a part of really just trying to tackle some of his reasons that got him into the criminal justice system. So Catholic Charities was a great fit for Dave. He was able to utilize a lot of different services from Catholic Charities and really have a holistic approach to his rehabilitation and really just kind of changing his life and really setting him up for the success that he's finding now.
So Dave, when did you first start doing individual therapy at the behavioral health clinic?
I started doing therapy in 2017.
So you did therapy for a couple years at the clinic, as well as doing, did you go through the domestic abuse group twice?
Twice, yes.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
When I was in domestic abuse class, it was really helpful to work and to be in a room with other guys who had that similar problem, and like to call each other out and to have other professional people call us out on our bad behaviors. I had a lot of drug problems and alcohol problems, and my behaviors in my life got extremely unmanageable for everybody around me. And I ended up in Minnesota on my cousin's couch. And until I saw, other lives unmanageable as mine in that room, either as unmanageable or even more unmanageable, I started to realize like there's a better way. I heard other men's stories at Catholic Charities Behavioral Health Clinic. For me, I saw a lot of myself. I was able to relate. I think that the group therapy session was the way to go. And I felt like every week I heard people's stories and literally watched people get better and watch their behaviors and attitudes change. Like I knew I was in the right place. I felt welcomed, and it made it easy to walk through the door week after week. So like I want to say like the people at Catholic Charities Behavioral Health Clinic were great. Like they were really helpful. And I feel like when I was there, I was held accountable, but in a loving way, which is important. Life for me after therapy and after men's group has been like, there are so many doors that have opened up for me continually. Like I was able to complete probation after therapy. My probation officer saw in me and I was released. I was able to face my fears head on instead of run away from them. And I learned that in domestic violence class, like a lot of us, including myself, were running from our problems. I was just handling it poorly and not equipped with the tools to handle it. So right now I'm trying to get refinanced on a house. I never thought I would have credit to get refinanced on a house or get like a car payment. My kids actually want to be around me. We all went bowling last night. Like it was amazing. Like I was able to be a dad today and parent as my son was behind on schoolwork. Like I was able to be present. Day to day, I wake up, I hit my knees, I thank God for what I've got. I stay with a grateful attitude that if I help other people out, no matter what, it's gonna be okay. The things have a funny way of working themselves out. Ever since I've been sober and of use to others, I've always had a roof over my head. I've never been broke. I've got people in my life that love me. There is a phone next to me that's filled with numbers of people I can call day to day. And it's all because I do the next right thing and help somebody else out. Being picky, like choosing the right people to hang around with. If I surround myself with people that upset me, like I'm gonna come home and take it out on the people I love. So I just don't hang around with those people. Like I find decent people to hang around with. They make me laugh. They make me smile. Minding the company I keep is of extreme importance to me. If I feel exercise to get away, to walk away from things. Like if I feel myself building up, if I feel like there's too much drama, it's time to go take a jog. Try something new. I fill my time with positive things. I started taking guitar lessons again. Even John Paul has said that toxic people in my life was his number one concern. When he sent the paperwork to Morgan, you know, he said that his number one concern was toxic relationships. So I take my time. I'm picky. I have to be choosy about who I hang around with. That therapy is really important. I think I'll see a therapist for the rest of my life. I think it's that helpful. And it also helped me parent. Like it helped me be a better parent and be more, I would yell a lot before. Like I would yell at my kids more instead of reasoning with them. John suggested a book, Love and Logic. I thought it was great. Like I learned a lot on The way I behaved, though, not as much. My behaviors were bad. And I needed to relearn how to cope with my problems. And I think that therapy, recovery, and that domestic class was exactly what I needed. The importance of supporting Catholic Charities, it's more than just giving money to an organization. They're saving lives. These men in our domestic violence class, they end up in jails, institutions, or death. That's where they end up if they don't change their behaviors. If I didn't change my behavior, if I didn't have a place to go to hear and to see the tools that I needed in order to cope better, I'm pretty sure I would be either in prison or in the dirt. They helped save my life. So thanks, Leslie. You were great.
Absolutely.
The people there were great. They really helped save my life. And that's what you're donating to, is making a difference.
What an inspiring story. Today, Dave is working a job that he loves and making positive choices in the friendships and company he keeps, all for the love of himself and his children. Here's some exciting news. This morning, I have the pleasure of announcing a challenge gift from several supporters for all contributions made during today's virtual benefit breakfast event. Individual donors have contributed $100,000 as a challenge to you. These gifts have been made in advance of today's breakfast to inspire each of us to stretch and match their generosity. Imagine for just a few seconds the good that could be done in our community with $200,000. As I quickly walk you through the online pledge form, which you'll see when you donate, please consider joining my wife Barb and me in the Circle of Hope Society. Circle of Hope members are both individuals and businesses that pledge to give on a multi-year basis. They help the hungry, the homeless, and anyone who is troubled or in need of aid and support, and believe in offering a helping hand to give individuals of any belief a different and better tomorrow. For those who are already Circle of Hope members, please consider the options available to you of extending your gift a few more years or increasing your gift amount. The first level in the Circle of Hope Society is a pledge of $1,000 each year for 5 years and truly helps make a different tomorrow for a child. A gift at this level, which averages $84 a month, helps provide emergency meals for the 7 youth at Catholic Charities Youth House for homeless youth ages 16 to 24. The second level in the Circle of Hope Society is a pledge of $5,000 each year for 5 years called Make a Different Tomorrow for a Family. A gift at this level could provide an extra month of services at Catholic Charities' Day Treatment Program for children. The next giving level in the Circle of Hope Society is $10,000 a year for 5 years, or Make a Different Tomorrow for a Community. $10,000 provides 2,500 home-delivered meals to seniors in our community. Many of you are a part of a company or foundation, or may just be in a position to give more. The next level, Make a Different Tomorrow for a Lifetime, ensures a far-ranging impact on the lives of our central Minnesota neighbors. $20,000, $30,000 will surely stretch to meet the ever-increasing needs at Catholic Charities. If you are able to join us at one of these levels, thank you. If you are still thinking about a gift level to help meet the Matching Challenge generous gift of $100,000, know that on the online pledge form, when you donate, you will see the option to give any amount for any number of years. Or there's an option to make a one-time gift. Whatever gift you make today will make a difference for neighbors like Jean and Dave, who require some extra support with the help of Catholic Charities in central Minnesota. Finally, you may have more ideas for us or another way you'd like to contribute, such as a stock gift or listing us in your will. Check the box that says, "Please contact me," and someone from Catholic Charities will happily follow up with you in the next few days. As you make your gift, it's important to me and Catholic Charities that you select the option that is best for you. One more minute. As we wrap up the program, let me say on behalf of everyone at Catholic Charities and the thousands who come to us seeking help, thank you for sharing your valuable time to listen and learn more about the great work of Catholic Charities in our community. Whatever gift you've made today, we sincerely appreciate you all.
Thank you, Art, and thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you helping us tell the stories of what we do at Catholic Charities to serve people in our communities who need a helping hand. And most of all, thank you for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed today's virtual benefit breakfast and that you've learned more about the important work of Catholic Charities and how we help neighbors like Jean and Dave. But Jean and Dave are just two people among the tens of thousands of people that we have the honor to help each year. And we can only do so with your support. Help us help others. If you were able to make a donation to support us this morning, thank you. And if you're still discerning how you might be able to support Catholic Charities, I urge you to consider making a donation to us. Any size donation can make a difference to those who need help. Please, stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you again for helping make a different tomorrow for our central Minnesota neighbors and for supporting Catholic Charities. Have a wonderful day.